Hello everybody, how you doing? This is Pete or Lord PeteyTV here to give you another update, review, comment, thought process of our next affixes for next week. So, as you know, throughout the weeks, we end up getting our rotating affixes, and next week it is going to be no different. This is week, I think 6. Don't quote me on that. I'm checking now. We'll check that in 2 seconds, but I'm pretty sure it is week 6. Um, it is week 6. All right, cool. I remembered. And it is going to be fortified, inspiring, grievous, shrouded. Okay. So things that I want to bring to the table, thought processes I want to talk to everybody about. Why this is kind of a unique grouping of affixes. Now that you have the affix of, all the mobs are going to have increased health and increased damage. On top of that, you're going to have your inspiring, which is going to not allow you to CC or interrupt or any of that to the group of mobs while that mob is still present or around the other mobs. And then you have your Grievous, which is, it's going to be that ticking dot that your players are going to have. So what we have there is, and what I wanted to talk to you all about was the way you kind of want to play it. Now you're going to end up wanting to play it in two different kind of ways, depending upon how your DPS from your group is set and depending upon your polls. Now, if you have a lot of AoE damage and you have a lot of AoE that you can kind of throw out, kill people real quick, and then, retreat back, you could do I'm going to pull everything and just AoE it down. Or you can have you CC the inspiring, you pull the rest of the group, then you DPS the inspiring, you DPS the group, then you get the inspiring and you kill the inspiring. So where this is going to turn out to be a little tricky is your shrouded affix. I don't recall us having inspiring yet this affix yet this season, but that's where I can see things are going to get a little dicey, especially with Zulgamax, who is the mini boss, if you will, of that group. Now, with the group itself, right? What I would think that you're going to want to end up doing is CCing your inspiring mobs, pulling the packs, AoEing the packs down, continuing to keep that mob CC'd, and then burning down whatever ads you have, killing them, even Zulgamax, killing him, and then going back to the inspiring. It's really gonna be a little dicey, and I think the other option that you can kind of think of and kind of do is you can see how your players are. You can end up you can see how the pulls are going. Target your inspiring, single target, burn that down super quick, and then kill the rest of your mobs. That's your other option. I'm unsure how everyone's going to want to play it, because I think on a pull by pull basis, that's what you're going to want to kind of look at and kind of take a moment to analyze and do. And that's going to be based on your tanks calling CC this, CC that, and so on and so forth. Now, as a whole, this week is obviously going to be, in my opinion, harder than last week, because last week wasn't too bad for us. But as for those higher level ticks that you're gonna get from Grievous, is gonna be very, very hard to kind of ignore. So that's where I think a lot of people are going to be getting their damage from, and I would be worried there. As for the other mobs, I think that you're gonna be fine. You're gonna be good. Now, just to kind of go an overview of all of the stuff here. All right, so let's just take a quick rundown. Your fortified, once again, as non-boss enemies are going to have more health, and they're going to be dealing more damage, which is going to be really, really scary in those large packs if you can't interrupt mobs that have some type of kick and things like that. You have your inspiring, which makes, non-boss enemies have an aura that make them immune to crowd control effects. So you got to really, really be careful and keep an eye on that. You have your Grievous. Anyone that is under, excuse me, 90%. Oh, man. No sleep's terrible. Under 90% damage, 90% health. They get that ticking dot of Grievous, which means the more they take damage, the more they're going to have more dots, which means it's going to cause them to have more damage. And then obviously you're shrouded, which is, your dreadlords. So I would be very much keeping an eye on how things are and how things are being pulled and how you're doing things throughout the whole entire dungeon. Your fated raid affix is going to be thrown to Sepulchre this week, which is nice because you have a lot of more people who are more attuned to those. So hopefully it makes it easier for everyone to kind of go through that process. And hopefully everything kind of works out there. So yeah, all in all, I think this week is going to be nice for everyone to kind of take a look. As for me, I'm hoping we can push a couple of keys and get the rest of our 20s done, because I think we have 4 or 5 more 20s we gotta get done, and then once we get through those, then that'll be nice. But all in all, it was a fantastic last week. I'm hoping everyone had a great vault. I thought that last week's vault for me was pretty crappy, but I hope everyone else had a better one. As for me, I just want to say, everybody, if you're looking for when we're going to be live, it is Monday through Friday, 3 p.m. to 11 p.m. This past week, we had Labor Day on Monday. I was planning to stream some, wasn't feeling too well. I apologize. And then, we'll be back for the rest of the week. On top of that, we're going to be having our schedule coming back to do like almost a little full circle, kind of similar to what we did at the end of Battles for Azeroth. We're going to do something very similar here for for Shadowlands. We're going to be starting to bring back those carries that we used to do to help people get keys. We're just getting all the people together, making a schedule. I think we're going to be doing that like 3 days a week, and seeing how everything else goes. So we'll see. All right. So thanks again, everybody. This is Lord PeteyTV. I am on all social medias as that. I thank you and appreciate you all. Have a fantastic rest of your week. Good luck on your vaults, and I hope you all do great. Okay. And we'll see you all soon. Thank you. Bye, everybody.